So JuJu Watkins and USC are facing off against one of their weirder opponents. This is a team in Michigan who have absolutely just cooked Maryland. I was talking about it being like, oh, it's a tougher matchup for her facing Cheyenne Sellers and stuff. No. Michigan destroyed Maryland. And with USC, obviously they beat Michigan by 23 earlier on in the year. And they played them twice. This was in what, December? And the thing with Michigan is they are going to be one of those awkward teams that could beat anyone on their day and lose to anyone on their day. Like, you're looking here, they got beaten well by Iowa. They lost to Maryland, then go and beat them by 20. They were on a bit of a win streak before that. And then they lost to Wisconsin. Then they lost to Michigan State by 30. They beat Purdue by 20. They lost to Ohio State. They lost to UCLA by 16. They lost to USC by 20. But they barely lost to South Carolina. And do you want to know why they're such an awkward team? Their whole team, like, their best players are freshmen. Like, they have the most underrated freshman in the nation because everybody, rightfully so, is talking about Michaela Blakes. Like, people are talking about Jelani Cambridge. People are talking about Hannah, or Syla Swords. Sorry, this is Syla Swords. Sarah Strong. But Syla Swords, and by the way, parents did a great job with names. Syla Swords and Savvy Swords, her sister. Great name. But, like, she was a part of the Canadian Olympic team. And it's just, the thing with Syla Swords is that if you look at her game, nothing looks pretty. Like, it's just crazy. Like, that shot there, like, they're the type of thing she'll do. She'll make mad shots. Like, just look at her release point here. She literally brings the ball in, like, 3 different positions. And she can do that on both sides. So it's not just going left. She can pull up going right as well. So, like, you know, like most people shoot kind of like this. She does that pulling up left. She shoots normal going up right. Like, it is, like, there's just so... Syla Swords' bag is so deep. And again, it's not like she's this absolutely explosive player. She just puts the ball in the basket in every single way. Like, it's just... It's hard to describe Syla Swords as a player because I've watched her enough and I'm like, she is just a bucket. She can score from anywhere. She can score in any way. And she's just a hell of a player. Like, they killed Maryland. Absolutely killed Maryland. She had 22.6 assists. And then, again, if you're looking at the rest of the team, Olivia Olson is a freshman as well. Any relation to Lucy Olson? Any relation to Lucy Olson? Or are they the same names? Different names. Different spellings of Olson. Okay, that makes sense. They are not related. Because I was like, they don't look like each other at all. Just checking if there's any relation. But, like, she's a freshman averaging 16.3 points per game. Obviously, is Jordan Hobbs a freshman as well? Jordan Hobbs a senior. But, like, this is a team. They've got a lot of freshmen on this team. Like, Holloway's a freshman as well, averaging 10 points. This is a freshman-led team, which is scary. So you're looking at what? Olsen's a freshman. Is she a freshman? Are 4 of their starting 5 freshmen? No. They got 2 seniors and 3 freshmen starting. And then their bench didn't do much. This is a great name. Another freshman, averaging 3.5 points. Like, this is going to be probably one of the youngest teams in college basketball. Like, is this just all freshmen and senior, basically? We haven't seen... There's no players yet that's not a freshman. Finally, we got a junior. But this is a team that, because they're so reliant on the scoring of freshmen, they can... like, young players, a lot of the time, in one-off games can really step up. They really can. Like, everyone talks about experience mattering. In a one-off game, sometimes the lack of experience matters, especially when you're the underdog. When you are an underdog like Michigan are going to be in this game, genuinely, you, like, it might help having no experience. It might help just sometimes feeling unstoppable. Like, their first game against South Carolina, And Syla Swords dominates. Absolutely dominates. Like, she had 27 points on 9 and 19, 2 of 6 from 3, 7 and 9 from the line, and they almost beat South Carolina. They were beating them for a while. So I'm like, when it comes to Michigan, they are a team that could be very dangerous. I still think that this could... I think Maryland versus USC would have been a game. I think it would have been a close game. But I have a weird feeling that this game could be an odd game of basketball. Like, I think the expectation is that USC are going to win. But again, a 20% chance to Michigan, I think, is very fair. I think it's almost certain that... Not almost certain. I think it's very likely that USC win. And I actually think if it's a close game, I'm betting on Michigan. I think USC could blow them out. I think USC could win by 20 and face off against UCLA again, more than likely, because there's no way Ohio State are beating UCLA tomorrow, or tonight, Jesus. But yeah, it's a real interesting situation all around, and this is going to be the game that I'm probably going to be looking most forward to. I think it'll be the game I'm looking most forward to in the Big Ten tournament, because I am a big fan of... I'm a big fan of Syla Swords, the player, and it would be great. It's going to be great to watch her go toe to toe against JuJu Watkins. Like, USC very much survived against Indiana. They survived. What was the result? They won by 5 in the end. Like, Indiana, like, were well in that game. They were well in that game, and Kiki Iriafen really stepped up. And in fairness to JuJu Watkins hit one of the biggest shots of the game. And early on in the game, JuJu really was their offense. But when it comes to... We're watching arguably the best sophomore against somebody who probably wants to be known as the best freshman in Syla Swords, and probably believes they're the best freshman. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think there is any chance? Do you guys think there's any chance of Michigan pulling off the upset? I think in a one-off game, it's a never say never type thing. I think you can never say never. And yeah, like, I think there's... I don't know. I just have a weird feeling Michigan could do it. But look, JuJu also could go and have 35. And look, if JuJu's able to control this game, if JuJu's able to get those... I think she's going to score 28 plus anyway. But if she takes 24 shots to do that, then look, that's good defense. You want her to do on as many shots as possible. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.